استهتار الشباب. صورة استهتار الشباب. يلا يا شباب، يلا يلا، ايه خطير، ترى خطير يا شباب، خطير، ايه خطير، يلا يا شباب. طاح 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 واحد، طاح واحد، واحد طاح، واحد طاح. شوف هنا مثل البحر يسوي.
First, this scary broken bridge gets even scarier during flood season. I'm sweating just watching this. Next up is unbelievable footage from a flood moving at an incredible pace in Romania.
Dios bendito, Dios bendito.
You wouldn't expect this in the desert, but even the UAE, one of the driest places on Earth, isn't immune to nature's extremes. What began as a normal rainy day quickly escalated into chaos as flash floods tore through the city streets, sweeping cars along like they were toys. Happy to report, no one was harmed. Chaos unfolds as the powerful tide of the Kiantang River surges onto the land like a tsunami. Realizing the imminent danger, the videographer quickly leaps into a tree for safety. Mother Nature unleashes her force once again as a cloudburst in the Parvati River in Kulu causes a dramatic surge in the water level. During the Manali flash floods, almost 4 inches of rainfall was recorded in just a few hours, contributing to the severe flooding and subsequent destruction of roads, bridges, and infrastructure. The rapid accumulation of rainwater from such a high-intensity storm overwhelmed natural waterways, leading to these catastrophic conditions. Chaos was unleashed in the Piazza G. Ferraris during the Genoa flood of November 4, 2011. The flood caused extensive damage, with estimates putting the total economic impact at approximately $330 million at the time. This intense flood in Travesella de Bagnacavallo, driven by days of relentless rainfall, has turned streets into rivers, causing millions in damage. Cannes, known for its stunning beaches and film festivals, now grapples with the reality of flash flooding. The city's geography, with its proximity to the mountains and the coast, contributes even more. In this clip from the mountainous terrain in Neelam Valley in Pakistan, days of rainfall flow forcefully down the steep slopes and into the river. When the rivers reach their capacity, they overflow, resulting in a flash flood that causes extensive damage. This flash flood in Gluhawaze was caused by heavy rainfall that overwhelmed the Biala Gluhawaska River, leading to rapid water level increases. The severity of this event highlights the risks associated with heavy rainfall in the foothills of the Sudets Mountains. In a worse situation, almost 10 inches of rain fell in 6 hours, causing massive floods in Petrópolis, Rio de Janeiro. To give you an idea of the force at play here, floodwaters can reach speeds of over 6 to 10 miles per hour. Thanks to these onlookers' quick thinking and courage, this firefighter's life was saved amidst the chaos. Next is this unbelievable footage capturing a rare phenomenon in the arid desert of Medina. Hailstorms and a flash flood in a desert area that typically sees very little rainfall, averaging just a few inches a year. As the rains pour down, Chiang Mai, the vibrant cultural capital of northern Thailand, faces a dire situation. With a population of over 130,000 residents, this city is no stranger to heavy rainfall, but the scale of this flash flooding was unexpected. Despite what you may assume, this is not CGI. This natural phenomenon occurs when the inflow of water exceeds the dam's capacity, leading to a controlled release of excess water to prevent structural damage and downstream flooding.
People often underestimate the power of cyclones until they experience it firsthand. That's exactly what happened this time. The Mediterranean cyclone brought massive downpours to Genoa, with rainfall reaching 4 times the monthly average in just 24 hours. Streams and rivers overflowed, flooding streets and mercilessly sweeping away everything in their path. Just imagine, a couple of days ago it was just a regular town, and then out of the blue, it got flooded with tons of water. Crazy, right? Intense rain and melting snow can lead to severe floods, as seen in a Canadian city recently. Additional streams of water came down onto the city through drainage systems meant to channel away surplus water from the mountains. Look at how easily the powerful current is washing away the roads and house foundations by the river. It's crazy how all that hard work put into building them is gone in no time. Edenville Dam is a 1.2-mile-long embankment standing nearly 55 feet tall. But it still couldn't withstand the force of nature when the area was hit by a record amount of rainfall. The dam burst, sending powerful streams of water downstream towards the nearest town. Besides the obvious damage, the surrounding environment took a hit too. The lake formed by the dam was almost completely emptied. It's hard to believe that heavy rain can set off a chain of events with so many destructive consequences. This unsettling footage is the aftermath of a dam breach in Michigan. After 3 days of continuous rain, it gave way, unleashing huge volumes of water. The current was rapid, swiftly reaching the closest town. Authorities had to evacuate several thousand people as numerous homes ended up underwater. Besides that, the water flow also reached the second dam further downstream. The streets of nearby towns were flooded several feet deep, leaving residents with no choice but to abandon their homes and seek higher ground as the water slowly rose around them. Climate change can be puzzling at times. Just last year, there was a massive wildfire in the canyon not far from this city, and the next summer, heavy rains hit the same area. In less than 20 minutes, 5 inches of rain came down, which is several times higher than the monthly average. The city streets turned into literal rivers, with currents strong enough to carry away some cars. Residents could only stand by in shock, unable to do much. The overflowing river in Plantanitos, Guatemala, forced numerous families to abandon their homes. After heavy rains, the city experienced flooding unlike anything before. Residents were warned of the danger and urged to evacuate as far away from the disaster area as possible. Some of them, after reaching safety, managed to capture footage of the rushing water coursing through the streets, sweeping away everything in its path. Those with homes near the coast had it the hardest. The water washed away the sand, making heavy buildings just crumble and fall right into the water. It was a really scary scene. You'd be surprised, but this happened due to avalanches. At the upper reaches of the river, a blockage formed, leading to a sudden rush of water downstream, spilling over the river's banks and flooding the city streets. Picture the disbelief on people's faces as they went about their business. Thankfully, there were no casualties, but there were still challenges. Traffic in the city was significantly restricted, especially for those who decided to take a walk.